What's up, guys? Matthew, getting ready to watch the penultimate episode of the first season of Squid Game. I'm very excited. We've got a shorter episode than usual, so I'm intrigued to see what's going to go on. We only have one more game, but as I was speaking about in the last episode, I don't think the game will start. The last scene of the episode will be the start of the game. I think next episode is going to be the big last game. This episode is going to focus more on maybe Hwang. Or Junho and the front man and the politics about that aspect of the storyline. I make jokes about the shorter episode. I'm glad that they didn't feel the need to make it longer and fill it with BS. If they're confident they can efficiently handle the story, which, we're getting down to the nitty gritty, I'm sure that they can. And I'm not going to have any problems with the end, so to speak, but I'm excited to tune into this. I want to see what happens. So if you guys like the video, drop a like, leave a comment. I'd really appreciate it. I've got the full length reaction up on Patreon, and if you guys like the content I put out on the channel, I'd appreciate it if you subscribed. Let's get right into the episode. How much time did it fucking take to make this set? Not even like just in like the show world, like the actual creators behind the show, the actual creators of Squid Game in universe. Why did they make this hall so advanced? Dead quiet. Oh, dude, she might already be dead off her injuries. See, if it was me, if I was in this game, and I'm gonna be quite honest, I make a lot of jokes about hating him. If I was in the game, I would be Song-woo. I'm murdering these motherfuckers in their sleep tonight. How is his phone not dead, man? Oh, Song-woo. Dude, I want Song-woo to kill him. Her.
왜 그랬어?
I wanted to survive!
얘기가 하고 싶은 거야?
It was a last second thing!
운 좋게 제일 뒷자리를 뽑더니 마음이 아주 너그러워지셨네. 그러다 그 인간이 그 깡패 새끼처럼 못 가겠다고 버텼으면 그땐 어쩔 건데?
마지막 칸이었어. 그 사람 분명히 가려고 했어.
그걸 어떻게 확신해?
I'm gonna be honest, Song-woo might be my favorite character in this. Like, the other ones I love, like, in like a wholesome way, but character-wise, I love how dirty and selfish and snaky he is.
그놈 덕이 아니야. 내가 살아있는 건 내가 살아남으려고 죽을 힘을 다했기 때문이야.
아무리 이유로 갖다 붙여봐야.
You're alive because you cheated.
뭐야?
정신 차려. 어차피 우리가 저 돈 가지고 나가려면 다른 놈들 다 죽어야 돼. 형 손에 피 안 묻히게 해줬으면 오히려 고마워해야 되는 거 아니야?
그게 나일 수도 밀었을 거냐?
You're damn right.
기훈이 형!
Only one of us can make it out anyway. You're damn right I would do that. Oh, he's lost it. He's getting down to the nitty gritty.
나빠서 똥인지 된장인지 꼭 처먹어 봐야만 아는 인간이니까.
그래? 내가 이렇게 된 건 다 내.
He's such a great antagonist.
머리도 안 좋고 능력도 없고 늙은 엄마 등골이나 파먹고 살면서 오지랖만 넓은 병신 같은 새끼니까. 그런데
You're in the same exact situation.
천재 조상우는 여기서 왜 이러고 있을까? 나 같은 병신 새끼랑 똥밭에서 뒹굴면서.
This might be one of the best scenes of the entire show. Just one singular piece of glass? Holy crap! That's a lot worse than I expected! I mean, like, I know that the point of the game is for these guys to die, so they fed them basically nothing. I feel they should have made it so that they didn't get hit by the glass. I mean, especially for the VIPs, it would have been more fun to vote on 3 healthy people. Because again, I guarantee you there is cameras in here. They're like, the VIPs are watching this right now. Oh, poor girl. Feel bad for her. Feel bad for her brother. But you're up against Jihyun. You're up against the main character. There's no hope. Oh, special white suits? Hold up a second. Why is he leaving his shit out in the open? Is he leading him somewhere?
산채로 잡아와.
Yeah, that's his brother, man. Come on now, that's his brother. What is the timeline? How does that happen? They probably got the phone lines blocked.
이 새끼 너 지금 어디야?
관장님 제 말 들리세요?
며칠째 코빼기도 안 보이고 연락도
제가 나중에
없고
다 설명드릴게요.
너 뭐하는 새끼야?
Shut up, Chief!
뭐?
전화 위치 추적 좀 해서 빨리 지원팀 좀 보내주세요.
뭐라고? 지원?
지원팀이요. 최소한 해경이랑 기동대 한 개 중대 이상으로요.
무슨 소리야?
제가 지금 사진이랑 동영상 보낼 테니까 확인하세요.
Oh my god.
천천히 좀 얘기해.
Don't bulk send him! You're gonna take forever to load. Oh, it's just suits? I wanted them to be full white suits. These guys are obsessed with shapes, my man. I mean, so I'm just thinking here what this final game would be. It has to be shape related. And even I've been thinking, like, back to the opening scene of the entire show. That game needed a whole bunch of people, so that's not going to be the final game, I believe. It's got to be shape related. I personally don't know of any shape related games other than the fucking, you know, putting the right thing in the hole. But
그동안 파이널리스트 여러분들이 보여주신 헌신과 노력에 감사드리고 마지막 게임에서 더욱더 멋진 모습을 기대한다는 의미로 드리는 선물입니다. 아무 걱정 말고 즐겨주시기 바랍니다.
I'm taking a fucking knife and I'm stabbing these other 2 bums right in the heart. She might not even make it to the game, man. No, so my prediction, Sangwoo's gonna stab her right in the heart while they're sleeping. Damn! Yo, what are you doing? Junho, hide better. What's the end game with this? Because I don't feel like this whole thing is gonna be taken down by like the government or the police or anything like that. If anything, the police are probably in the pocket. Like, not like each individual member, but like the benefactors of the police.
모두 무기를 버리고 투항해.
Oh, he's jumping.
니들이 한 짓은 다 경찰에 보냈고 곧 여기로 해경이 도착할 거야.
Nah.
대한민국 경찰이 그렇게 열심히 했던가?
Come on, let's see the mask.
전화도 잘 되지 않는 지역이야. 뭘 보냈는지 모르지만 제대로 갔는지 모르겠고.
정상 삼작을 받을 수 있다.
지금이라도 그 총 내려놓고 핸드폰 넘겨주면 목숨을 살려줄 수도 있어.
거기 멈춰!
Is it? What? These guys should have like bulletproof shit on.
하지만 경찰 수칙상 약실 한 발은 비우고 공포탄 한 발을 채워야 하니까.
Why?
실탄 3발. 한 발을 쏴서 한 놈을 죽였고 또 한 발은 자물쇠를 부쉈으니 이제 그 총의 실탄은.
Oh, dude, that's his brother. Take the mask off. I love it. I don't know if I've spoken about it, but Sangwoo, he's like in that category of like my favorite sort of characters. I don't want to say he's Machiavellian, but he's like a snake. He's a rat. He's a cockroach. And I love it. Is the final game just to stab the other person? That is insane. That is not a game. That can't be. It can't be. Are they just leaving it there for temptation? Temptation throughout the night, maybe? Oh, this is shot excellently.
경고했어. 더 이상 다가오면
He won't shoot you, brother. Damn!
이제 다 끝났어.
Why would you waste the bullet?
내 말대로 그래야 살아.
He knows? You know. What is the timeline? How does that happen? Has he been gone since 2015? Or did he just go missing again?
형, 가자. 나랑 가자.
He looked younger in the picture on the thingy. He jumping, man. He gonna have to kill all these people behind him?
형, 형이 왜?
Okay. I would assume he's not doing it to kill, right? Maybe trying to give him a chance to survive? He's good. He didn't die off that. Jun-Ho is a bad motherfucker. He ain't die off that. Is he gonna have to kill all these people around him? Because he took his mask off? Or was he just facing away the entire time? Oh, so quiet and eerie, man. Walking over, have a final conversation? It's scarily quiet.
강세벽. 쫄지 마.
Don't stand like that then. Don't stand over her with the knife pointing at her.
아프면 아저씨가 고쳐주게?
Can he do anything?
내 걱정하지 말고 아저씨 앞가림이나 해.
야, 강세벽.
Is she gonna die at the end of this episode or the beginning of next episode?
함께
She ain't making it to the next game.
서로 한 팀처럼 도와주는 거야. 그럼 우리가 저놈 이길 수 있어.
Is he staring? Dude, I love him so much. Because here, the thing that I love about him is I can't blame him. He's an asshole. You know what I mean? But he's a survivor. He has been put into this traumatic scenario to not only, like, fix his life, so to speak,
나가면 뭐 할 거야?
but
먼저 빚부터 갚고.
I don't know. And then I'll live somewhere. Go to America?
하나 얻어주고.
Gonna follow his
너 좀
daughter?
그만두고 가게에서 장사하는 게 우리 엄마 소원이거든. 그리고
His mom better not be dead.
딸한테 아빠 노릇 한번 제대로 해보고.
몇 살인데?
10살.
Oh, it's the wrong time to bond. It's the only time to bond, but getting close to each other, you're gonna be even sadder when they die, just like with the old man.
돈 벌면 데리러 가기로 했어. 엄마도 데리고 오고.
Oh, Jihan better go find the brother.
셋이 같이 살 집 하나만 마련하면 그러기로 했는데.
저돈 반씩 나눠도 그 정도는 하고도 남아.
Half? Okay, so I don't. I didn't do the calculations to see how much that is in dollars, so I can like visualize how much money it is.
무슨 약속?
아저씨든 나든 둘 중 한 명이 살아서
Give the family some of the money, take care.
서로 남은 가족 챙겨주기로.
그런 소리 하지 마.
You got to. I got goosebumps. I got sad goosebumps.
끼고 너랑 나랑 나가면 돼.
You can't. Only one can. Come on. Don't be so optimistic.
그래도 약속해줘.
Well, give me some details. What's his name?
내 동생 꼭 챙겨준다고.
You won't. Jihan, you won't. It's a trap. He's laying a trap. He won't have the balls to do it either.
그러지 마. 아저씨는 그런 사람.
No. What's this game gonna be? Is it gonna be the, I don't know, jumping game thingy? Is she gonna stab herself, or what's going on? Watch your back! Watch your back! Holy shit! It was a lot worse than I. Watch your back!
아저씨. 나 집에 가고 싶어.
Oh, she's not even gonna make it to the game.
강세야, 정신 차려.
Poor game design by these creators. No, you. Why did you leave her unguarded?
제발 도와줘요. 사람이 죽어가요.
Look behind you! He's gonna come up and stab you! Please tell me he murdered her.
사람을 살리는 게임을 하든 뭘 하든 할 거 아니야. 제발 대답 좀 해.
Dude, Sang-woo murdered her.
저기, 제발 의사 좀 불러주세요. 피를 많이 흘렸어요. 빨리요. 저기.
She dead, dude. Did Sang-woo get her? Or did she naturally die? Yes! 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 I love him so much. He's a dirty son of a bitch. He is a dirty son of a bitch, and I love him. What are you... Jihan, why are you getting near him? Why are you getting near him? Dude, I fucking love it. I can't wait for him to get his comeuppance. Dude, if I was Sang-woo, I would stab Jihan right in the neck. Right now. Are they gonna hold him back? So they have the final game? Can't kill each other, we gotta have a final game. Why is he going so hard on him? Dude, I fucking... Oh, this is great. He's the ultimate cockroach, and I love him. I love him because I hate him. He's so dirty and grimy. And Jihan has grown on me so much. The first couple episodes, you know, I liked Ali more than him even, but he has grown to be a character that I fucking love. A great protagonist, and I like Sae-byeok too. One of those characters who was very closed off, very shy, and has sort of had, sadly, grown into a phenomenal character. The cinematography in the show has been fantastic. Damn, that is the end of it. Damn. Oh, man. That was the penultimate episode of Squid Game. Sang-woo is easily my favorite character. He's so... Oh, he's everything I want in a dirty, grimy snake. Okay? And Jihan is so... I don't want to say innocent, gullible. I don't know. He is a good person. Just sort of led on the wrong path. That's obviously how he's been put in the situation at the start. But he's so stupid for leaving her open like that. And anything, I'm gonna be honest, because Sang-woo, and I say this again, okay? Sang-woo, I don't think is a bad person. He's not evil or anything like that. He's a survivor. He's a cockroach. He wants to live under any circumstance. He obviously does like Jihan. So my point being, if it was me and I was put in a room with people I didn't know at all, I would have killed Jihan when he was knocking on the door because that's the biggest threat. But because Sang-woo didn't do that, he obviously does still care or like or respect or... Not respect, but... You know what I mean? Like, there's a connection there. He didn't want to do it. He didn't want to kill him, so to speak. I'm so interested to see what the... Oh, how could I be so stupid? How could I be so stupid? I know what the final game's probably. I'll give it a 90% chance. It's that throwing game with the ground. With the envelope. It's gotta be. Because I'm just thinking here, I think most stories, the end sort of has to connect with the beginning like a bookmark. So that's why I've been trying to think of what the final game would be in connection to, you know, a Final 2 scenario. And I think that's my best guess right there. And again, it could be a completely random game. If so, I'm not complaining about that or anything like that. You know what I mean? The whole point is that equality from the frontman's in-hose words, but it would be an equality because they did all play that game, if I'm not mistaken. So, man, I love him. I love him so much, and I love Jihan. I care about him so much. That's a character whom, like, and I have to give respect to again the actor. I know I've talked about it a couple times throughout the season. How going into the show, I was pissed that this gentleman won Best Actor for Drama over Bob Odenkirk, and I still don't think that he is better than Bob Odenkirk. But I understand it now because the first episode, second episode, we got his backstory, we got his life, his family life, and it made me like him, but it didn't make me fall in love with him. It didn't make me, root for Jihan so hard. If anything, as I've spoken about, I was rooting for Ali more. Even in, we only got 1 or 2 scenes of him. He just had that sort of wholesome aura around him, so to speak. But the last 5 or so episodes, just from a purely personal perspective, investigating Jihan's character and investigating his interactions and relationships with the other people in the game, and the acting, I forget the actor's name. I'll have to find it out again. But just from that, the how he's interacting in each game, that's what made me fall in love with him. Seeing that, again, I don't know how to explain it. Innocent, or he's just a purely good person who was obviously taken on wrong paths, and has sort of his life didn't go the way he planned, sort of through depression, I would assume. But he's such a good person. And it's hard, especially in today's society, it's hard to make a main character or a protagonist loved just through being good, if that makes sense. I feel like today we sort of want more anti-heroes, we want more villainous characteristics, so to speak. But this show has done a perfect job at making a wholly good character like Jihan, and make me root for him so hard. Okay, having such emotional moments with the old man inside Byok. I know I wrote down the old man's name. What was it though? Maybe I didn't. I didn't write down the old man's name. Oh, Ilnam. Ilnam, I'm pretty sure. But that was an amazing character moment for Jihan. This episode was fantastic, and obviously it was short, and I complained about it being short going into it, but it's all that we needed, so to speak. It wraps up Junho's story for now. Now I'm thinking for season 2, okay? Because again, I fully 100% believe that Junho is not dead. Okay, he has survived. So now that makes me think that the second season will sort of follow him. Or at least have him be a big role. I mean, I don't know if... Because, again, we're down to the final 2 between Sangwoo and Jihan. I 100,000% think that Jihan is going to win this game. I don't know if Jihan would be involved in the second season. You know, if he won, why would he go back, so to speak? Maybe it's a situation where all that money doesn't make him happy. Which, you know, and that's probably the main point here. The money won't make him happy, and he'll be haunted by the deaths that he sort of had to witness. But at the same time, if it was me, and again, I'm talking about an if scenario, so it's not like I actually lived through it, but if I lived through that and I was traumatized by that, I wouldn't go back. Like, I would just sort of tip the police off to it, maybe, but even, you know what I mean? It's a hard scenario to think of. But I wouldn't go back, so I don't know. But again, that's another thing I want to focus on, and I just spoke about it. Jihan is such a good person at his core. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not that good of a person. And I've spoken about it a couple times. If I was actually put to this scenario, I would be Sangwoo. I would be more than Sangwoo. Okay, I would be pushing people down the fucking giant gaping abyss every chance I got. You know what I mean? So maybe that is the story. Jihan just comes back to sort of right his wrongs. Maybe to try to take down the front man. And again, maybe he teams up with Junho. Maybe that would be the plot line of season 2. I would love it. And it's not going to happen. But if Sangwoo wins, I will be so goddamn happy. Like, so happy. And again, I want to repeat it. I love Jihan. Okay? But the only thing that this show has done better than making a really good rootable protagonist is making a despicable villain. Again, because I want to repeat it, Sangwoo's not evil. He starts off really low-key, if that makes sense, and then he just sort of builds and builds and builds his villainy as the sort of fear of dying increases, which, that's respectable. Like, I have no problems with that, so to speak. Final thing I do want to talk about real quick. I do want to talk about Sai Byok. That was obviously her last episode, and I know I talked about it a little throughout the episode. I did love her. I feel like she same with, and that's looking at the show from a broad perspective. I think that is what this show has done so well. Everything has built so perfectly. Every single character built so perfectly, and then the overall tension and drama and importance of every single aspect and scene built so perfectly over the course of the show. I think that there is a good, if the episode was longer, maybe it would follow this directly, but I think there's a good argument to make that almost every episode got better and better and better. I think, obviously, I talked about Ji-hun gets better and better and better, Sang-woo better and better and better, Sae-byuk gets better and better and better. And I thought that that was phenomenally done. It keeps me so involved and hyped for each episode. And Sae-byuk specifically, I felt did a great job. She was so mysterious and, again, I don't want to say shy, but maybe like closed off and distant. And just through, and I think a large part of it is Ji-hun's just absolute pure goodness, sort of opened her up a little bit to the, conversation and connection. And I did really like that. I think that's going to be it for this episode. That was a great penultimate episode. It makes me hyped for the last game. Sang-woo is an absolute menace. Okay? I am very hyped to see how this ends up. Again, I'm putting all my chips on Ji-hun. We will see if he succeeds, and we will see if we get maybe a sneak peek of Jun-ho, and we will see if maybe Ji-hun confronts the frontman at all, maybe has a conversation with him. I don't know. I'm excited for it. If you guys like the video, drop a like, leave a comment. I'd really appreciate it. I've got the full-length reaction up on Patreon. And if you guys like the content I put out on the channel, I'd appreciate it if you subscribe. I'll see you guys next week, I'm pretty sure, for the final episode of the first season. And then we're going to hop into season 2 pretty soon after. So, you guys have a good one.